And welcome back. It's a funky new comic book day. Um, Thank you for your understanding for this week. It's just everything works better with both Christmas Eve and Christmas off for me. So hopefully you'll be checking this video and the new comics out on Friday. For now, let's take a look. The Avengers, I think this is volume 5. Still by Jed MacKay, but we stopped calling them the Avengers by Jed MacKay. So I don't know what that is, but collects recent issues of that current series. Detective Comics, and 2 covers there. Immortal Legend Batman. That was harder than it should have been. Batman Static Beyond, and 2 covers, and 3 covers. Biker Mice from Mars, Creep Show, as part of DCKO, Red Hood versus the Joker, and 2 covers, and 3 covers, 4 covers, 5 covers. It's crazy. All right, that's it. The Will of Doom, which is the next stage in Doom being Doom. And clearly, Red Hulk is still involved. 2, 3 covers, 4 covers, and that one's a wraparound, so we'll go around. DuckTales. Event Horizon Dark Descent. I believe there's one more of that story coming. And then there's another volume planned already. Fire and Ice Necron. It's a new miniseries. The Flash. This collects recent issues of The Flash, the Bad Moon Rising storyline. And then a new issue of Flash, and it's part of DCKO, and it's Flash versus Green Lantern, but it's a Flash versus a Green Lantern. And then Absolute Flash finally gets the collection treatment. We've got the first 6 issues, I believe, and both hardcover and paperback. The Future is Beep, Volume 1. A small collection of the beginning of that series. Those are the Rekka Comics folks that were nice enough to send me we're losing focus. Send me a hoodie. So I intend to check out this volume just to see what they're making. Godzilla Escape the Dead Zone. Green Arrow, and lots of glare. That's a little less. And then Green Lantern Rebirth Compendium. This is just a ton of Green Lantern, including the Rebirth miniseries, and then a bunch of the new stuff. All orchestrated by Jeff Johns, of course, from 20 years ago, we'll say. I'm not 100% sure of the timing. And then a regular issue of the current Green Lantern series, and guest starring Batman. That's always good for sales. Harley Quinn. This is number 57, but in her legacy numbering, it's number 200. And of course, there are a bunch of covers. Not because of that, but because it's Harley. And then Harley and Ivy, Life and Crimes continues. And again, a bunch of covers. And I'm fascinated by this one. This is Mahmoud Asrar. I keep forgetting which one. But his art reminds me of Paquette, which is a high recommendation. It's not it's not a shot, and unfortunately this is Yannick Paquette doing the main cover for Harley, but I feel like you see less of Yannick in this art. That would then be a good comparison to Mahmoud Asrar's art, but if you know, you know. I thought that was Paquette's art, and then it turns out it was Asrar's. Hello Darkness. Hornsby and Halo. Sisterhood from the Hyde portion of Ghost Machine. Justice League Unlimited. That's also connected to DCKO. Another Jeff Spokes cover. Got to get Jeff some monthly work. I think there is monthly work coming up. Wonder Woman, I think I remember. Justice League versus Kong versus Godzilla versus Kong, Volume 2, and 2 covers. There's a lot of talking this week. Lion King, and 2 covers. Maleficent. Absolute Martian Manhunter returns. And 2 covers there. I'm still reading the first volume. It's weird. We'll have to see. 1776, that's Marvel 1776, of course. And 2 covers there. Marvel Winter Break Special. Just for funsies and a lot of pinups. I do enjoy this Talavera cover, though. And 3 covers. No Man's Land at number 4. Power Rangers Prime. And 2 covers. And 3 covers. And 4 covers. And 5 covers. Rocketfellers, also of the Ghost Machine family. Skinbreaker. Return to Sleepy Hollow. And 2 covers there. Sonic. Spawn. Amazing Spider-Man. Spider-Man 94. Star Wars. And 2 covers there. Stitch. Superman 33. This connects to DCKO, of course, and this is Lex Luthor versus the Demon. Absolute Superman. And 2 covers there. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Battle Nexus. This is a fun idea. All the different incarnations of the Turtles get to battle in a place where universes touch and stuff, you know. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures. And 2 covers. And 3 covers. Thundercats. And 2 covers there. Void Rivals, including the beginning of the Quintesson War. Absolute Wonder Woman. This features the first Absolute crossover. And it's Batman. I don't know that there will be any of these on the shelf, unfortunately. I have an order placed for more, but we will have to see. Wonder Woman's daughter, Trinity. I think that's the end of that miniseries. And then part of the X-Men's Age of Revelation, Expatriate X-Men, and Undeadpool. And part of part of the Valiant Beyond line, X-O Manowar. And then just one extra thing. This is a fun one. Warlord by Mike Grell, Omnibus. This, of course, is a special order. It is a big, chunky omnibus, but they've clearly changed what they use inside. And this is, I'm going to say this is similar to the G.I. Joe compendiums. Of course, it's sealed, so I can't access the paper to be sure. But this is substantially lighter. I'm going to say less than half the weight of most omnibuses. And, of course, most of the weight's in the hardcover itself. But this features 36 issues plus some extra stuff of Warlord from DC from years ago, and features some widely renowned Mike Grell art and story. And this is a fun omnibus. Sword and sorcery at its best, but nestled into sort of a side pocket universe of the DC universe. That, of course, is a special order. And that is everything for this week. If you see something you like, let me know. Sooner the better. Subscribers, again, we're gonna have some conversations after the beginning of the new year. So we're gonna adjust how we do things. My goal is not to make it harder for you. My goal is to make it easier for both of us. So that I don't have to deal with worrying and wondering and all that kind of stuff. But we'll deal with that as we see each other. And thanks for watching. Have a great holiday. Hope you had a great holiday if you holidayed already. And hope to see you soon.